So I've been doing a deep dive into the work of Edgar Cayce, also known as the Sleeping Prophet. He was a metaphysician, a very, very interesting person who was around in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and did readings for people while in trance, and it's fascinating stuff. He talks a lot about mastering the physical dimension or the third dimension and how it's important to take into account the triune that we're dealing with. So, for example, mind, body, and spirit is one example of considering the triune. Another example would be the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious. And one of his common phrases is, spirit is life, mind is the builder, and the physical is the result. So kind of another take on mind, body, and spirit. But what this video is about is patience as a dimension. So he posits that patience can be considered as a dimensional quality. So obviously we're aware of time and space as dimension, where time is the passing of cycles like day and night and seasons, etc. And space is the physicality which occupies that time. But he suggests the third aspect of dimensions is patience, which his interpretation of patience is the idea of within time and space, there is meaning in the waiting or the unfolding, patience being that aspect of the meaning within time and space, to suggest that the universal forces or spirit, or one force as he calls it, is actively moving around elements in the physical to create what it is the mind is focusing on. So I just wanted to share this idea with you to plant a seed of considering within your time and space dimension of how your days are filling out and where you are and where you want to move towards and what you're putting your mental energy on. If you can consider patience as a dimension that you exist within, and understanding the richness that comes in the space between and the time between the manifestation of your focus, of your ideal, then you can kind of relax a little bit in the understanding that things are being worked out behind the scenes and the elements are coming together. And you don't always need to be active and forcing and rushing towards a goal if you don't see it happening physically. Applying this patience concept as a dimension that you're existing within the oneness of everything. And there are invisible forces at play that you can't always physically see. Your experience can become kind of rich with this time and space between. And there's a trust and a peace in that experience where you can help others or slow down or just be present and notice what's happening around you and what's calling your attention in the here and now, and not always focusing in the future, but understanding that by considering this idea that things are being worked out for you and that patience can be a really rich part of your experience. So I'd be interested in hearing what you think about this in the comments.